Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Hobart Real Tennis Club for the 2025 Australian Open. My name is Ben Gatenbeek. I'll be your commentator for this match today. In front of us we have Tony Blom and Ollie Pridmore. Tony Blom, 42 years old, member here in Hobart. Currently playing up a handicap of 21.8. Previously played one Australian Open, the previous one in Hobart in 2018, and notably played in the World Doubles, and it was here in Hobart with Graham Highland. Took a set off Taylor Matthews and Sarlong. Coming into this, lost the Tasmanian Amateur Quarter-Final and was also lost in the qualifying round, coming through into this match as a lucky loser. Ollie Pridmore, his opponent.
Okay,
up a handicap about 4.
Australian Open 2025. This is a round of 16 match on the hazard end. Tony Blom. And on the service end, Ollie Pridmore. Best of 5, 6 game set. Have a good match. Love all.
So marker today is Baudouin Hoon-Lenhart from the Bordeaux Club.
$15 love. But chase better than 3. Has a chase, a yard, 2 chases, 15
So
love.
just rounding out our play introductions. Ollie Pridmore, Tasmanian Open champion from 2021. Playing in his 4th Open.
15 love
Quarterfinalist at
receiver,
French Open.
better than 3.
At his last attempt in 2023, absent in 2024. Better than 3 the chase.
Last hit.
Tony definitely did
15
need to hit that first one.
Hazard a yard.
Very quite eager for it.
$30-15. Second gallery, 30-15. $30 all. 40-31 chase. Second gallery.
Ollie Pridmore's form guide coming in, won the Class 1 Club Championship here in Hobart against Pete Boyles. Hasn't played outside of Tasmania for a little while as he's studying for his university degree, though he is planning to play
40-30 receiver.
Tuxedo
Second
Gold Racket
gallery.
and US Open this year. That's a great volley
Yes.
from Ollie there. Just really waiting for it and just judging the making last minute adjustments to the shot.
Advantage server. the first game, 1 love.
Blom did well there, just reacting to it late, but Pridmore fast enough to cover that ball.
The fourth. 15 love.
Pridmore definitely the heavy favourite coming into this match. About 16 handicap points between them, so would normally expect to play off 30 or 15 or so. Pridmore finds the first grill of the match.
But 40 love. Time please. No. 1540. But game, 2 games to love.
This match already starting to settle into a bit of a rhythm. Pridmore on serve, just putting the pressure on Blom. The longer the rallies go on, the more it favours Pridmore, it seems.
15 love.
He's just calmly patting back anything that Blom can throw at him. Oh, there's the first big slide of the day.
The last gallery, 15 love. What? Two chases. The yard was on last gallery, 15 love.
Now we've had some fairly long rallies. It's partly because there's very few ways to end a point here in Hobart, just because the galleries are so small and the grill is so small, and the timbre, while tricky, is playable. So what's happening is Blom's being quite aggressive, trying to hit his big shots. He's missing them often high into the penthouse, and Pridmore's just able to chase him down quite comfortably, at least so far.
15 love receiver. A yard was on the last.
And he already has a 2-game lead here in this first set.
Won it. 30 love. Last gallery. But
We're looking for that grill ace from the PK serve.
1530.
It's a very quick railroad from Blom. Problem is, it doesn't quite
40-30.
give the opportunity for the ball to hit the floor and spin back. It's going to be fast hitting that back wall and coming out.
Game 3 love, all up, Tony.
Halfway through the first set now for Pridmore. Very comfortable start to this match for him. And that's just it, the outer edge of that winning gallery.
15 love.
Point's still a point, but you always like to see him go in.
All. But yeah. Second serve. Thirty 15. Chase wasn't 2. 30 15. Two chases.
So let's finish off the introduction, because we've had a very few change of events so far, with the head-to-head between these two. Just one meeting to date in the Hobart Club Championship in the semi-final this year. Pridmore won that 1-1-1, because Hobart's still insist on playing their club championships as a best-of-5 set on the last places in the world to do so. The Hobart Club Championship, British and American amateurs, racket d'or, some of the matches outside the pro scene that are still played as 5-setters.
Last hit, 30 all, the door. .40-30.
Just an awkward angle hitting that main wall just before the timbre. It's the fastest way to finish a point here in Hobart.
No. Yes.
Oh, he almost had that volley on the transition. Not quite. Blom to deuce for the second time in this set.
Chase.
Oh, that had plenty of spin coming out of it. Looked a bit innocuous going in, but just kicked with a top spin to worse than the, or better than the door.
But second serve.
Came out a very long way.
Advantage on the chase. A yard better than the door.
We have a look again at that Pridmore grill. Just hitting up through that line. So that low to high stroke just means that if he's missing that wide, it's still going to get the timbre.
A yard better than the door.
Doesn't quite have to be so concerned with height, just getting the line right. Oh, great shot there from Pridmore, defending the hazard galleries.
On game, ball up.
Had a bit of a frame on it, but doesn't matter in the end.
$15 love. 30 love.
Pridmore's looking on fire today. His first dead on of the match.
Second serve. Nearly a yard worse. 30 love. And second gallery, 2 chases.
Pridmore
30
had to
love.
take the 2 long chasers. Very difficult to see where Blom's points are going to come from here, especially when he's at the hazard end. Pridmore's just been looking so good, especially with that shot there. Perhaps Blom's overhitting a little,
30 love server. Nearly a yard worse.
just giving Pridmore a little bit too much off that back wall, but Pridmore's a class player.
Forty love.
So even in a rally like that,
Second.
Pridmore just seems to have so much time, not really under pressure at all.
15-40.
That's just stayed in
Better than
off the high back wall.
Second. Okay.
Have another look at Pridmore's footwork. He's manages to get across to a lot of things.
Forty 15 receiver. Hazard second.
It's not necessarily that Pridmore's
Five
shot
love.
quality is the most amazing, it's that he's quick enough to get into position so early that he just ends up with so much time. And he can play a comfortable shot without being under pressure as opposed to an amazing shot under pressure. And that's how you punish a
50
long
love.
railroad.
Thirty love. Forty love.
Classic Pridmore rally, that playing the shot with both feet in the air, set point. Looking to close out the set with the dead on, couldn't quite find it. Still got 2 more set points to play with.
Game.
That is indeed the sets.
First set to only Pridmore. Second set.
Closing out the set with the dead on.
Level.
And the Pridmore train continue into this second set. Oh, well done, Blom. He gets his first winning gallery
15 love.
of the match. Just putting away that loose ball from Pridmore.
But
Okay, still looking for that grill PK. Be an incredible shot if he pulls it off. He hits the serve so hard, Blom.
15 all.
There's so much power on it.
Thirty 15. Oh, yeah, time. Thank you. But and Chase was on second.
Blom still continuing with his PK serve.
30 15.
Don't think I've ever seen it hit harder. Being a lefty too just means to get a different bit of spin on it.
Two chases.
I don't mind this PK serve from Blom. It's putting Pridmore out of position just enough that he can't dominate the point like he is doing off the railroad. Railroad he's been taking to overhit. It's just been Pridmore's been able to get in position to play a force or to play a heavy cut stroke into the forehand corner, whereas this PK serve just constricts Pridmore's options a lot more because he's not getting quite so much. Because with this railroad, he wasn't getting quite so much bite off that back wall.
Second serve. Forty 15 has it better than one. Thirty 40.
The way Pridmore can control his run and just play that shot with so little backswing as he's racing across the court and still middle it. Shows what kind of talent he has.
But second serve. And game. One game to love. The second set.
So Blom now has his first
15
game
love.
of the match as we start to get into this second set. Won't have a repeat of the scoreline between Riviere and Stenning.
30 love. Love. More than a yard worse. 40 love.
So quick around the court. It's very hard for Blom to find chasers. So 5 winning openings for Pridmore in that first set, and 26 points to 11 just shows how one-sided it was. Dominating both serving and receiving games. Very long average chase length though, just because both of them trying to hit that drive for the nick. Oh, and Pridmore somehow found that into the dead on.
Game, 1 game all.
A little bit out of nowhere really.
Second serve. Stroke, 15 love.
That's a very wild serve.
Chase 5.
Not a lot of difference between Blom's first and second serves here. It's still just
15 love, 1
trying to hit that railroad as hard as he possibly can. Going back to the PK.
And better than 1. 2 chases.
That's the thing, when you hit that double boast, the ball will tend to cut back away from you like a railroad. So easy to get out of position because you expect, normally when you see balls flying into that corner, you expect them to come back out at you. And that one just didn't. Very difficult to read that kind of shot.
15 love server. Chase 5. Five.
Good serve from Pridmore there, really kept tight to that battery wall.
Better than 1. But lost it, 40 love. Change the line, 40 love.
If he managed to get that shot, it would have been quite incredible. Just going flying across the court off that high back wall.
Holy love receiver, the line. Won it. On game, 2 games to 1.
Pridmore back in the lead in this set now. Just seems to be a bit more business as usual. Blom going the lefty underarm twist.
15 love.
Very interesting choice. Back to the railroads.
Better than second. 15 love. And the yard was on last. 2 chases. 15 love.
seeing a lot of these chasers out in the galleries on the floor. Both players just very happy to smack the ball hard and low on this Hobart court. Neither of them really carving the ball softly into the corners.
Better than second.
We saw some other matches, thinking of the Lewis and Clare match from yesterday.
Love, a yard was the last.
The relentlessness of Pridmore to just keep in that rally. Blom under so much pressure to try and find a way to beat the stroke of Pridmore.
Lost it.
That won't win the chase. It's hit the second gallery post. Chase was worse than last, so Blom can't quite believe it. Points for 3-1 now.
The door, 40 love.
Yeah, another one of these long floor chases. It's really been the pattern of this match. Both players are already hitting the ball with a lot of weight, a lot of
40 love receiver.
Speed, even if it's not going in the dead on. To their credit, a lot of them aren't going on the penthouse either, so.
Won it. On game. 3-1.
That's very close to feathering the door post. So it just manages to slide in that second gallery. Halfway through now for Pridmore. Blom reaching over the net to play that stroke. Pridmore somehow manages to get it back, but never with enough venom to cause issues. A few screams from the
15-all.
Members of the gallery that sat behind the perspex. So it looks like the ball's coming straight out. Fifth dead on now for Pridmore.
Yep. 30-15. Up and out of court. 40-15.
Chance here for Blom to take a second game. Not to be in that first attempt, just cramps for space on his backhand.
30, 40. 40 to you. And juice.
Such a small frame. Pridmore really can generate a lot of pace in his shots.
What?
There's another one.
Advantage
right into that
receiver.
perspex.
Now, worse than 4. Advantage 1 chase.
So just see it this rally again. Blom, this ball's bounced almost back over the net, tapping it down to that corner, and then the second shot, almost a winning gallery, which would have made it really the icing on the cake. Not quite, but still got the result in the end.
Advantage server. Chase is worse than 4 yards.
Very difficult to do without actually hitting into the net.
Worse than 4. On game 4-1.
Third grill of the match for Pridmore. Was looking for the winning gallery a couple of times there. Pridmore couldn't find it.
15 love.
Somehow manages to cover the court to get the final stroke.
30 love. $15.30. Time, please. Yeah, 30 to you. Chase last gallery 30-15.
Pridmore now with the underarm twist.
40-15 on the chase. Last gallery.
Let's have a look at that grill again from Pridmore. Especially love the follow through, that big rack coming over his shoulder like a golf swing. Had time to line up for it too. Very satisfying finish.
40-15 receiver. Last gallery.
Last gallery of the chase.
Won it. Game 5 games to 1.
Once again,
15
Pridmore
love.
just taking advantage of Blom being out of position.
But $15 all.
I'm still looking for that grill on the PK. Didn't quite have it across the strike line though. Geez, the pace from Pridmore on that dead on. Blom couldn't quite believe it.
30-15.
That was rapid.
Yeah. But $40-15.
That brings up the first set point of the second set. Well saved by Blom.
30-40.
There is another one, however. Second set point. That'll do it. Pridmore
Second set
takes the
is
second
6
set
games to
with a dead
1.
on.
Only leads by 2 sets to love.
It's 8th of the match, and it feels like only a matter of
Third
time
set.
now for
Love all.
Pridmore. A lot of work here to do for Blom, but everything he's doing just seems to be feeding into that Pridmore game style.
No, 15 love.
So that one's gone back over the net without touching the floor. It's a stroke to Blom.
15 love serve.
Pridmore's defended the first winning gallery.
Half.
Second one's gone for a
15
hazard
love,
half.
one chase.
Quite the effort from Blom there. Almost played it in as well. And he does get that winning gallery. He was looking for it on that last point. Pridmore denied him. This time he does get it.
And a yard better than the door. Can you grab some balls, please?
So let's have these last two again with Blom aiming for the winning gallery. That's a very good volley there. First one was a bit high. And Pridmore somehow covers this. The fact that he sees it, knows to go over there and can get there with that amount of speed is quite incredible. This is the second one. Firstly, looking for the grill. Still looking for the grill. Pridmore had a chance to put it away here. Unlucky bounce. Almost
30 love
in.
receiver.
And then calm as you like. There's that winning gallery. After about 4 attempts across the 2 points.
40 love. A yard better than the door.
Pridmore ends up with so much time across those points. Not sure where it was really going with that, but oh, he's going for the spin.
Game. 1 game to love.
Kicked out of the corner. And as in the second set, Blom has taken the first game of the third set.
$15 love.
Really looking to thrill the crowd by racking up those winning galleries now, but both of them.
you. 15 love, 1 chase.
Pridmore's backhand volley in the middle of that. It's a very difficult shot to do, especially moving backwards towards the dead on.
And last gallery, 2 chases, 15 love.
So let's see the stats from the second set. 20 minutes in all. 5 dead-ons to Pridmore over the course of the set. Still just 10 points won by Blom. Pridmore really still in complete control of this match from both sides of the court. Very long chases still. We knew that, we've seen that. Very few chases that have been 6 or better.
So 15 love receiver.
Still in the early stages
Hazard
of
1.
this third set. And Blom's got a lot of work to try and find a way around Pridmore. Every plan doesn't seem to be working.
Fifteen all, last gallery.
We're very much in through the crowd territory now with another winning gallery.
Won it. 30-15. Half a yard. Hazard half. 30-15. Half better than half a yard, sorry. 30-15, 2 chases. (30-15) server. Hazard half a yard. (40-15) better
Very
than
almost
half.
spun back out to lose the chase, but now got the short chase. One of the very few short chases we've had this match.
Lost it.
See that points one statistic.
And
Pridmore
game
winning
one,
over
game all.
2/3 of the points in this match so far as he levels up the third set.
But (15 love). (30 love). Second serve. Second serve.
Blom not quite ready for that one.
(15-30). But
That's happened a few times here at Hobart. The houses are
40,
very
15.
flat, so if you kind of get them to drop on the top of them, it just means that spinning back is very likely.
Wasn't it? 40, 15, one chase.
So you are watching the Australian Open 2025 Real Tennis from the Hobart Tennis Club. We've got one more match for you today after this one. That will be at 2 o'clock.
40, 15,
between
receiver.
Will Flynn
Has it
and
worse than
Ben
2?
Taylor Matthews. And going into tomorrow, we'll have the doubles quarterfinals.
On it. Game, 2 games to 1. Chase 2 and 3. No strokes, 1 chase.
There's nothing Blom seems to be doing, seems to be working against Pridmore. He's just got everything covered. That one's hit a nail. Got the arm up there, an apology. Completely had Pridmore going the wrong way there. Can't quite believe it himself.
15 love.
Smiles from Pridmore. Oh, and a nick serve from Blom. That's
30
the
love.
appreciation of the crowd.
$15.30. Chase 1 and 2. 2 chases.
Suddenly we've had 2 short chases now.
Okay, thank you. 2 and 3 on better than 1.
Let's see that again from Blom. Yeah, he's shaped up to hit that to the tabber and absolutely whiffed it, hit it with a frame. It ended up being a perfect kill shot from the way it behaved off the racket, but
30-15 receiver. 2 and 3.
still off with the apology in any case. Pridmore's still searching for that winning gallery.
30 all. Better
Hang on
than
for Chaser.
1.
House of galleries will all do, but high letters hitters means it's very hard to hit in Hobart.
But first, second serve. Lost it 40-30. Game.
Cracking volley from
3
Pridmore.
games to 1 in the third
Didn't
set.
quite get the
Time,
appreciation
please.
of the crowd. Just shows how much control he has on his shot making at the moment. Perfect high serve. Blom's got it back. Pridmore was out of position and Blom can take a dead on.
15 love.
Blom's first dead on.
But
There'll be a hazard chase.
half a yard. 15 love, 1 chase. Second serve. Sorry. 15 all. But 30-15. But
Still Pridmore winning over 2/3 of the points on that statistic. He's searching for that winning gallery yet again.
Hazard half a yard.
Still hasn't found it. It's a very narrow opening. We'll keep talking about how the grill is the size of a postage stamp here in Hobart, but that winning gallery is not much bigger. For Pridmore's sake, he's been missing them low, which meant it's still been difficult for Blom to deal with.
40-15 receiver. Hazard half a yard.
Probably here, because the grill is so small, the winning gallery is not a bad option a lot of the time. Especially if you're going to hit it low under that battery wall. Half yard hazard.
$30-40. Put. Second serve.
Called fault. Pridmore didn't quite hear it. It launched into that force. Good thing that Blom was aware to it. Blom just not quite having the same speed as Pridmore. Not able to chase that down. Now 4-1 to Pridmore. 2 more games to book his place in his first ever Australian Open quarterfinal.
Last gallery, no strokes.
A lot of gallery length chases, but that's one of the first ones that's actually gone in the gallery.
$15 love. $15 all.
The positions that Pridmore can get into up there defending the timbre are just insane. That one slotted into the dead on as well. Coming in like rockets. And there's another one.
40-15, one chase. Last gallery.
Yeah, look at here how Pridmore gets up in front of the timbre to defend it. Firstly, that's an amazing boast force. In that doubles position, but still happy enough to be able to defend the singles position too. Right on the camera again. Saw Leah hit one of those in her match against Chris Chapman.
40-15 server. Last gallery. Game. 5 games to 1.
Pridmore now 1 game away. He's going to go for a high serve. He is. High serve is very deep. Gave Blom the opportunity. Pridmore cleans up, however.
15 love. Hazard 1, 15 love. Say again? Better than 1, thank you. But
Pridmore had shaped up to hit that one to Blom's backhand, just feathers it down the forehand instead. 2 more points for Pridmore.
Body love, 1 chase. Hazard better
First
than 1.
match point brought up for Pridmore. He's got 3 of them to book his place in the quarter-final.
Body love receiver. Hazard better than 1.
Match point Pridmore.
Game, set, and match.
That's just over the net, and Ollie Pridmore books his first ever Australian Open quarter-final.
6-1.
Straight sets victory over Tony Blom. He will be very pleased with that, the young Tasmanian on his home court. Match summary for you. A tick over the hour mark, and a card that reads domination for Pridmore. Both of them trying to hit those winning galleries. Blom wins that one in the end, but that's the only bright mark on that scorecard. My name's been Ben Gasenbeek. We'll be back with you in just over an hour's time for the last match of the day between Will Flynn and Ben Taylor Matthews. Goodbye for now.